A big trend in home decor, in fashion, and so we're going to use some muted tones, some neutral colors. But if you're going to do
minimalist design, there's an example.
Exactly. But if you're going to do a minimalist wrap, it has to be done right because then all the attention is on the details. So I'm going to show you how to wrap a basic gift box. So what I've done is I've cut our paper for. I always fold over one edge of my paper, and that gives me a really clean edge to start with.
Okay.
When I cut my paper, I allow enough paper on each side that's going to fully cover the side.
Great.
Then you pull that seam, that folded edge, all the way to the edge of your box.
Yes, sir.
And then that is where we're going to tape it, is right on the edge. And then I use of course, my Scotch gift wrap tape. So then I turn it up like this.
Oh, now we're going up.
And then I use my fingers on each end to create these little flaps. Do the other side. And you end up with, the box that has these little wings on each end. And then to finish the end, I just always fold mine with the edge of the
I do too.
Of the paper.
With the box, yeah.
The edge of the box, exactly. Yep. And then when you're done, that's when you can embellish it. You can use something simple like twine. I brought some yarn here that I'm just going to wrap around. You can throw on some berries. You can throw on. You can even go in your garden and pick some fresh rosemary and put on there. Just something that.
I love decorating with herbs.
That dresses it up just a little bit.
Exactly.
Well, and the great thing with herbs, it gives the smell. Too, right? So it's that one extra.
That lovely holiday aroma.
So, medium. So this is a medium. So the trend here, can you guess? It's the royal wrap. So
nice.
We're using a tartan, we're using a plaid, and we're wrapping a bottle of scotch.
So this is great. I really need to know how to do this.
Well, and I'm going to show you a couple of ways to do it. A cylinder is, a shape that we encounter in a lot of different things. So one of the ways is you allow just like an inch or so of paper.
Okay.
And then like fabric,
and then you crimp it?
You pleat. You pinch pleat around.
Gotcha. And then
you add one
her
tape.
up.
Yes.
Right.
So the other thing you can do is the classic where you take your ribbon and do kind of your bonbon look, right?
Right, it looks like a holiday candy.
Yes,
like
and then you cut off the extra to get, kind of a finished look. Or, since we're doing the British inspired, if you take extra cardboard rolls,
it looks like a Christmas cracker.
You create the Christmas cracker look. So that's just adding that beautiful Christmas cracker.
Look at that. Okay, let's go on down. Now, this is funny. I assume you're going to talk about advanced wrapping for things in a weird shape.
You guessed it right.
But this looks like a vacuum cleaner of some sort.
And it is. The way I approach it is, you don't look at the whole big thing and get overwhelmed. You start breaking it down visually into little parts. And you're like, what can I wrap here? So, like, for an example, I love to recycle the tube out of the gift wrap, right? And so these are those open tubes. And look, you wrap this around.
And it gives you stability.
And now you have a shape to wrap.
Right.
So
if it's something that's lumpy and bumpy, like a bicycle has gears or little other wires, the stability of reusing the center of the wrapping, that stability of the cardboard allows for a flat, clean surface, right?
And the same thing, I use cardboard, like I would take, I'm just recycling, cutting pieces of boxes and making different shapes.
I see.
And I would tape that on the end of that and wrap it.
Because you want a clean surface.
And the same thing, this is just a box that I cut it, I shaped it, I wrap, and then you just keep making pieces of it. Now,
until it comes together, like it's almost like making a puzzle out of it, right?
Now the trend in this one is velvet, right? Because velvet's all the rage in fashion and in other places. I'm going to show you how to make a velvet bow that we're going to embellish. Here's a piece of ribbon for you.
Okay, oh good, I'm back in the club.
Yeah, you're back in as my assistant. So what I do is I just make a couple of like bunny ears.
Bunny ears.
And then this is so simple. People get bent out of shape like, how do I do a bow? It's so easy, it's like tying your shoe. You make the bow. I used wire-edged ribbon because then when you're done, it's so easy to reshape. The wire edge just really lets you futz around with it until you get it exactly how you want it. And then we move down and I'll show you the finished look. I would just take that bow and a little double-sided tape and I would just embellish the gift. So, and imagine getting this with, all this beautiful texture.
I get an A in bow.
You do, for sure.
So, if we're wrapping presents in front of everyone, it's only fair that everybody gets some sort of a present. So to clean up after everybody unwraps everything at your house, everyone actually gets to go home with this vacuum, and it's amazing. It's so light, and it does so much. It's the Kenmore Elite Complete Cordless Super Stick Vac. It's cordless!